The dreaming, many mansions, stormy weather. Past the noise her brother's making, the mad woman thinks. Even houses dream. Even houses made of dreams. No problem in that paradox, but a dream house, or any house that dreams unsane dreams, she thinks. And her dark trained eyes catch movement, then 6 legs quickly across the murmuring attic floor. Ah, now you're a nice fat one. Yes. And her mouth begins to water as it struggles, the small and helpless thing that kicks and squirms between her tricks and fingers. Unsane dreams, she thinks again. It's another matter. Be careful, Kane. Not so close to the edge. I know what I'm doing. Please, Kane. You could get Mervyn to help you. Bah! That slug-infested scarecrow would waste a week just getting the paperwork in order. But out, little brother. I'm sick of getting showered every time somebody has a wet dream. The mildew's already so thick it needs mowing. And the damn toadstools... Motherfucker! What's wrong? You idiot! Your damned incessant whining distracted me, you pea-brained fatso, and I think I've broken my hand. Oh, dear. See, I was afraid something like this would... Shut up. I don't know which one is worse. You or this crumbling, worm-chewed, termite-riddled excuse for a house. So, just shut the hell up, for the next nail goes through your dense skull. What the hell? But, Kane! Well, don't just stand there gawking, you nitwit. Give me that damned ladder. Yes, Kane. Just hang on, Kane. Hurry. I think the cat is starting to come away from the roof. Where are you? I'm coming, Kane. Hang on. Hey, Belle! Later, but the mad woman in the attic is not asleep yet, and the house is not asleep either. But the house has not slept in ages. No refuge in sleep, no retreat from the bad dreams that scuttle like rats behind its walls, the nightmares that clog its rusty guts plumbing, except in perpetual wakefulness. All the mysteries of a billion universes within these moldering walls, so all the fear and awe attendant of those mysteries. When the house sleeps, it can see them all. Of course, it's never been alone in this custodianship. The house of mystery has never had to bear the burden of its purpose without its keeper. But never any comfort there, only another irritation in its wood and plaster belly. One straw too many, it thinks sometimes. This man almost as old as mankind, and as spiteful as the spite of his entire hateful race. Better to be alone, it thinks, sometimes. And better to be awake forever than to dream with this sour man in its soul. The mad woman found this candle stub at the bottom of a box years ago, and sometimes it burns for her. She doesn't light it, because she's never found a tinder box or any matches. The house lights it for her, so that she doesn't forget the sun. Thank you, house. And it answers her. Faintest splinter sigh fell through the soles of her feet. You're welcome, Jamela, it says. The house keeps the mad woman from forgetting her name. The house speaks to her, as it once spoke to her brother, her husband, though she doubts that He still remembers its voice, and in exchange she has kept it company across a slumbering, caressive rush of time. She knows that this candle is made from the fat of something that lived far beneath the sea, an animal, and the word for it she can't remember. But the smell, that she remembers. Nothing else smells like that. Very soon now, the house says, its voice read like braille, meaning passed between her fingertips and the dust that covers the top of this table. Please be sure. Mistakes can be terrible.
I'm quite certain now, Gregory. If I ever had any doubt, I'm certain now. This house hates me. Yes, I expect it does hate you too. Never mind that I've spent my every waking moment seeing to its endless needs. Never mind that without me the worms would have had their way with it a long time ago. I tend this house as if it were my own kin. Ungrateful hovel. Sometimes I think it should be razed and the ground sown with salt. Would you like some tea, Gregory? It might help our nerves. A nice cup of chamomile and wormwood, eh, Gregory? Damn, this bloody thing won't stay lit. Is it really so much to ask? That's it, Gregory. How much is one man expected to take? This damn house out to get me. So maybe it's time I got it first, eh? Just a small preemptive strike. Ha ha ha, Gregory. No, maybe tea wasn't such a good idea this evening. What about it, Gregory, old chum? You think walls have ears? Maybe the drafty old dumb's getting a tad sensitive in its declining years. Think it might be better off without us, huh? Perhaps it's time for an extended holiday. Perhaps in our absence it might learn to appreciate me a little more. I've always wanted to see the Congo or Miami Beach. What are you on about now, you crumbling green grotesqueria? Oh, run, Gregory! My Poseidon's great barnacle testicles! Can you even take a joke? You didn't think I was serious, surely? Surely. Out of the way, Gregory, I'm coming! Gregory! Where are you, you cowardly lizard? Help me, damn you! On the other hand... Then he hears, or feels, or imagines that he feels the sudden sigh of planks, and lays all around, a sigh and shudder, and the slicing sounds from the other side of the door stop. Gorgle, indeed. Weighted house sigh of cross beams and bricks, and he isn't sure what it means exactly, except that it doesn't mean surrender. Not a surrendering sound at all. Maybe just a breath taken between volleys, and Kane realizes how paranoid these thoughts are, how paranoid he's beginning to feel. A refugee in his own house. It's okay, boy. I'm not going back in there, I promise. And maybe it's not the house, he thinks. Maybe just some misplaced poltergeist, or imp, or two-bit haunting. And then he thinks about his brother and the dark angel, Goldie's return, and better not to let his mind go wandering too far off in that direction. No, I didn't hear anything. Nothing at all, as a matter of fact. I'm going to bed, Gregory. And when I wake up, I expect I'll have deduced some perfectly sensible explanation for this whole evening. No, I said I'm going to bed. I've had quite enough for one night. The place can burn down around me for all I care, but I'm going to bed.
Mistakes are very terrible and very permanent. You can spend eternities regretting mistakes.
And stop that, Inferno!
Oh, oh, Abel broke the crocodile. If 7 mates with 7 mops swept, no, never tell a mystery. I forgot.
What? Where? Gregory? Turn me loose now. Enough. It threw me down a flight of stairs, Gregory. A flight of stairs.
And no matter how good you get at regretting, you can't go back, House. You can't ever go back.
Do you see this? You dilapidated excuse for a shanty-down reject? Do you see this? This isn't a goddamn beauty mark. It means hands off. Nobody and nothing hurts me. And that goes for little golden gargoyles and stuttering meat muffin brothers, and believe it or not, it also goes for roach-ridden homicidal outhouses like you. Have I made myself understood, or should I write it down for you?
And the answer, then, faint, a sound like November wind around the eaves, or dust sifting between cellar floorboards. A voice that parted ways with sanity, with reason, a long time ago. Gathering itself again, fresh violence distilled from straight lines and architect right angles.
Gregory?
And this time he knows it's going to be worse than the kitchen or the stairs. A lot worse.
Shit.
Gathering itself like a hurricane of nails and wallpaper, drawing breath through furniture-cluttered lungs, and a billion enigmas and puzzles and mystifications feel the storm coming. The caretaker of this house feels it too, shares the fear of all his charges, and knows finally how very small he is. He takes one step backwards, toward the front door and the saner nightmares beyond. And then it wraps itself around him, dust-dry touch and force to crush steel if it wanted, splintered teeth, and he's moving, or rather, it's moving him. And that easily, with such little regard, the house spits him out. And there it is. There it thinks. There. It is done now, and cannot ever be taken back. Something new inside it, though. Past the dread of its actions, the superficial fear of inevitable reprisals. Not peace or joy, for after the existence it has led, and the things it knows, the things that still crawl about inside it, the house understands it will never have either. But there is an unexpected silence, a clean end to millennia of droning, gnawing, and resentment. Ages spent holding that in, deceiving black vitriol, and now it's out. And because its crime is unpardonable, there's something close enough to solace or comfort to suffice. In her attic, the mad woman blows out a candle, and the house of mystery closes its eyes. Gregory? What's wrong? What happened? He's going to be fine, Gregory. I'll get some brandy. Goldie, stop poking, Kane.
What? Hey, get off me, you gilded twit! Are we there? And where the blazes are we? What is that dreadful smell?
See, Gregory, Kane's feeling bad already.
Better than what? Maybe I'm dead again after all, and I have to spend eternity in this pig pen with your fat ass. No, Cocaine. No, Cocaine's not dead, Gregory. Tell him, Cocaine. Gregory's been very worried. He carried you all the way over here. For the love of Gregory, though I'm quite certain I'm concussed and I'm probably bleeding internally and there's no telling how many broken bones, I'm not dead. I doubt death will smell half this. Put me down! He was so worried about you. We were all worried, Kane. You most certainly were too worried. Goldie. Out of my way, Blubberbutt. If that pseudo-Victorian monstrosity thinks it can just chew me up and spit me out, well, it's about to find out otherwise. Or what? Send me down right this instant, you retarded saurian. Maybe Gregory's right, Kane. Maybe you and your house need some time apart. This isn't any of your business, Jumbo. So stop encouraging this seditious handbag of mind your secrets. Yes, Kane. Whatever you say. But this time, I think you're making a mistake. You should at least calm down a bit first. You what? Why, you meddling cetacean of a fool, if I ever get free of this brute, Gregory, I said to put me down. Why, I'll bet you've had your pudgy pork-stained little fingers in this how ridiculous affair right from the start. That is it, isn't it? One house isn't enough for you, huh? You gluttonous carbuncle? No, Kane. Bullshit. That's it exactly. You and that silly jaundiced reptile of yours. And you've now duped poor Gregory into conspiring with you. My house would never have turned on me otherwise. I'd keep my house as if it were my own flesh and blood. I'd never... Kane! I think that's the problem, Kane. You treat everything the way you treat me. Like a clock left unwound, or wound too tightly, and the hands count one last second, the slow and labored ticking ends, and the gears are finally still. If the mad woman in the attic hadn't known what was coming, the sudden silence from the house would have frightened her. An hour earlier, and are you very, very certain about this? She asked the house, had asked the question 100 times before. Yes, the house said back to her, yes. I am very, very certain, whisper like dust settling on velvet. And even though she knew what it meant, that she'd be alone, maybe alone forever, with no one to talk to but conceited, fretful mysteries, she nodded. Made a small and gentle smile for the house, then a smile that she hoped at least looked sane. A small smile to comfort and hide the envy of its certainty. There is a limit, she said, to what any living thing can be expected to endure. You've been a good house, she said, and you've been a fine, fine house. No one could have ever asked for more. And then there was only silence, like a blessing, and the soothing moonlight streaming in through the secret, unseeing eye of a corpse. Please, Kane, you can't stay here one night. Zift, I'd rather be bored alive. But it sounds like your house was awfully angry. Save your breath, brother. I'm wise to your perverse little intrigue now. I know my house. I've been too lenient, that's all. By tomorrow, all this nonsense will be over. Kane, please wait, listen. What? Where the hell's all this light coming from? And I smell smoke. Okay, no.